Hey there, folks, and welcome back to my channel. Today, we're going to dive into a topic that many of you can relate to, and that is dealing with gossip at work. We all love office chatter, but sometimes it can turn into a whirlwind of rumors and negativity. So let's navigate these gossip-filled waters like pros. If you're seeing a coworker that's excessively sharing personal information about each other or other people, frequently whispering and demonstrating some of that secret or hiding behavior, like they just got caught doing something that they shouldn't, or they avoid direct communication, you may be dealing with a chronic gossiper. So let's dive into it. Excessive sharing of personal information about others is one of the most common traits of somebody who gossips, and it is their tendency to consistently share information about other people, especially when those individuals are not around or they're not present. This includes sharing personal details such as secrets or negative stories, or even if they're not relevant to the current conversation that you're having. Frequent whispering and secret behaviors are the classic symptom of an individual who loves to gossip and will often be observed engaging in some of those hush conversations, speaking in whispers, or suddenly changing the topic when somebody else approaches. They may even seem excited about sharing inside information and may often start conversations with phrases like, "Hey, did you hear about?" or "You're not going to believe what I just heard." If you notice that there's always a lack of direct communication, and this is not really an easy trait to identify or uncover because we're wrapped around what else is going on, but it does reveal that a person who is prone to gossip may avoid direct communication with individuals that they have issues with or perceive to have issues with. Instead of addressing problems head on, they may discuss these issues behind a person's back, contributing to a mountain of misunderstandings, and it really does tend to breed distrust. Gossip is a common human behavior, and it often emerges from a mix of individual and interpersonal motivations. So here are 3 interpersonal reasons why people tend to gossip. First off, it has a social bonding and an inclusion methodology to it. Gossip can serve as a social bonding mechanism, and when people share or receive information, especially exclusive or secret information, it can create a sense of intimacy and trust between participants. By being part of the information loop, individuals may feel more connected and included as part of that group. It also allows for social comparison and validation, meaning that gossip allows individuals to compare themselves to others. Now, by discussing behaviors or choices or lifestyles or people, they may seek validation for their own decisions or to seek to elevate their own sense of worth and self-esteem. For instance, some highlighting somebody else's perceived flaws or mistakes may even make the gossiper feel better about their own situation or choices, and that's how we commonly see them. It does, however, tend to establish some form of social norm and a boundary. And this happens through gossip. The groups will informally communicate what behaviors are that are acceptable and which ones aren't. By talking about somebody who stepped out of the accepted norms, the group will indirectly send a message about what is considered appropriate. This can be a way of maintaining some form of social order and ensuring that group members adhere to and share values and norms. While these reasons highlight the interpersonal dynamics that drive gossip, it's also worth noting that not all gossip is actually negative or harmful. Some forms of gossip can be neutral or even positive, such as sharing happy news about somebody. However, the potential for harm is a side impact of gossip, especially when the rumors, everything is based, that is false information. That can damage relationships and trust. Now, the big question is, how do you handle somebody who's always gossiping? Well, if they're trying to gossip with you and you really want no part of it, just simply smile and excuse yourself from the conversation. You can use a reason like you have an appointment or a meeting, but you clearly send a message by repeating that this behavior you're not interested in. Gossipers are looking for an audience, and if you're never available, they are going to likely stop considering you as one. If the gossip is about you, you have 2 choices. Depending upon the severity of the problem, you can determine that their actions potentially pose no threat to you, and they are likely well known in the office for strumming up tales of BS that people just love to hear about, or rarely never even act on. Second, if the gossip is damaging, address it head on or discuss the issue with your boss and figure out how to come up with a plan together. If you do confront the gossiper, make sure that you cite facts, don't lean on conjecture. Use specific pieces of confirmed gossip as an example. Always remain calm, and most importantly, set your boundaries and your expectations around that behavior. Why are we targeting behavior? Because you can't really address a person's attitude. That's going to be on them, but you can call out bad or undesired behavior. So there you have it. So for more tips on dealing with difficult people problems, please don't forget to like and share and subscribe. Thank you for doing so. You can also join my Patreon, Solving People Problems, and get more information on this topic and more as I do a deeper dive and answer your questions. Thanks for joining me, and I'll see you next time.